Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Coach Shawnee, your virtual beauty and lifestyle coach. This is part 2 of the Purpose series. This is the final video, and of course, as you've seen in the title, at the end I will be doing a special announcement, so stick around for that. But thank you so much for those of you who have actually stuck around and you watched both of the videos, and now you're back for the final one. As just a little review, the first video is just to discover your it thing, your purpose, the thing you're passionate about the most, the thing that you would do even if nobody ever paid you for it. You just have that thing inside of you for that particular thing or for those particular people. And in part 2, we actually went through like 7 action steps for you to have a more productive 2017, a more productive year. So you don't have to be just going through year after year doing the same thing with your life just looking the same, because we're all about making progress. We're all about growing. Just going to the next level and getting better and better at who we are. Okay, so for this video, I am going to be sharing a little bit more about myself, about my story, of how I came into this whole life coaching thing and why I decided to do it and all of that. Alright, so I am not going to take you too far back, but I'm going to take you like 10 years into my past. So 9 years. I just turned, 10 years. I was 20. Yeah, 20, about to turn 21. So I was in nursing school. I went to a community college in my area, and then I did their nursing program. I started their nursing program. And going back to high school, all my life I've always loved working and just taking care of babies, infants. And so I went to the hospital when one of my family members were having their baby, and I saw this room filled with babies, and there was this nurse inside the room taking care of all the babies. So I was like, okay, well, what is that? Like, what is she doing? What is that title? Because I want to do that. And then I found out that it's a neonatal nurse. So I was like, all right, so I'll go to school to be a neonatal nurse. And as I'm in school, I'm thinking, with how much schooling I have to do, I might as well just go on and become a doctor. How hard could that be, right? So I went to school, went to community college, went to their nursing program. I did like 2 semesters of their program, and their program is actually a 2-year program, but you actually get a 4-year degree because of how fast-paced it is. So so I did 2 terms in that nursing program, and then as I'm going through the final month, I think, like the final month or the final last months of the second semester, just something wasn't right inside of me, and I was praying and asking God, like, if this is not what you want me to do, make it very, 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 very clear to me. Because I've had like bits and pieces of confirmation that I wasn't really supposed to be there, but I was like, maybe it's just fear inside of me. I'm afraid of this or that. And so I just kind of pushed that away, and I thought I was being bold by going to nursing school. So as I'm praying and all of that, like, this one day I remember sitting outside on the bench, and there were these girls around me, and they were talking about relationships and just about their life. And it was like that day, it stood out to me more than ever. Like, I was supposed to do ministry. I was supposed to help young women in life with their relationship, with finding their purpose, all of that. And after that day, like, nursing school was just, it was kind of a burden. I knew that I wasn't supposed to be there anymore, and I felt so bad. Like, my mom and my stepdad at the time, she was married, and it's like they poured a lot of money into what I was doing, a lot of time and effort, because I didn't have a car at the time. So my mom or my stepdad would have to drive me to school or drive me wherever, to whichever campus I had to be for my classes. Yeah, so I felt really bad about that, and I'm like, how am I gonna tell my mom, like, this is just not what I'm supposed to be doing? Yeah, so I finished my semester. I really wanted to just drop out because I knew I was supposed to be there, but I just decided to just complete the semester, you know, keep my GPA up, because I didn't know if I was gonna go to another school or something, so I didn't want my GPA to just crash and burn. So I finished the semester. I did really good, and it was December of that year, and I told my mom that, you know, I was called into the ministry. I was so scared. I was called into the full-time ministry, and she's like, what does that mean? So I'm trying to explain this to her, and I'm nervous and all of that, and you know, that happened, and I was kind of bummed by the result, the way that she reacted. Yeah, but moving on. So in January, I decided, of course, I quit the program. Before, I didn't ask my mom anything. I just quit the program because I know I wasn't gonna go back. So basically what she was saying is that I needed some kind of degree or something. So I went on my school website, and I looked at everything that they offered, and I looked for the easiest thing I could find, and I was like, the thing at the top of the list said accounting. So I was like, you know, I'm really good with numbers. I love working with numbers. I'm good at math, so let's just go with accounting. So as you know, I'm trying to process all of this, you know, so I'm like, all right, so I'm looking up jobs and all of that stuff to make sure that I'm gonna be financially stable, and you know, if I do this degree, then I can actually work and make close to the same amount of money that nurses would make. So I was like, all right, I'll just do the accounting. So I start school, and the first few months it was okay. The first term or semester, whatever, that was okay. I got like straight A's, even though there was a lot on my plate at that time. I was in like a situationship, which really didn't help my whole stress level and all of that stuff. But you know, I made it through. And it's like after that semester, I went into the next semester, and my accounting teacher, like, he wasn't really as on top of things like the first teacher, and she moved to another campus that wasn't even close to where I was living. So yeah, so after that first semester, going into the second semester, I kind of lost my passion and my drive to even complete that. And I wouldn't really say it was passion and drive. I just wanted to hurry up and get it done. But I was telling myself that it could be useful because I could use my accounting skills for my business, because I knew that I wanted to work for myself. I didn't want to work for anybody else. Yeah, so that's what I was telling myself as I went into the program. And like I said, the second semester, I just, because of the teacher not really doing what he's supposed to do, so from the second semester on, all the way throughout the 2 years, it just went downhill and downhill and downhill. Because in accounting, it's like if you don't stay on top of everything, you get so lost, so confused, and all of that stuff. But yeah, so for those 2 years, I was just kind of going through the motions. I absolutely hated school. I hated it. I dreaded going to classes. And you could definitely see on my face that I did not want to be there. So I would be like, the first, as soon as class was over, I would be flying through that door. I did not want to be there. I didn't want to make any friends or anything like that. Don't talk to me, get out of my way. I want to go home. I want to go do whatever I want to do. So back in that time, I was really involved in my church. I was really involved with girls and helping them and motivating them, and I love that. I absolutely love that. So that's what was on my mind most of the time. Yeah, so that's like all I really look forward to. I basically lived at my church, and if I wasn't at church, I was hanging out with my friends, my girls, and we would be doing things. And if I'm at home, I'm thinking about, like what's next, what's coming up. So that's really where my passion was at that time. And then, I graduated eventually. 2 years later, I graduated with my accounting degree that I don't use. A lot of people don't even know that I went to school for accounting. I actually graduated with honors by God's grace. Don't ask me how, but I graduated with honors. So after that, I was focused on working. How am I gonna start my business and all that stuff? So at this point, I'm working at my church, and it was cool. There's a lot of freedom at the job and all that stuff, a lot of perks, but I was getting really, really, really bored, and I knew that there was so much more for me to be doing. I knew that there was so much more that I could be doing. So it's funny, like the last I can't even put a time frame on it, but probably the last year or the last few months or something like that. So as I was at work, like I would just go around to different coworkers and I would actually be coaching them, and I didn't know what that was. I didn't know the term for it. I thought I was just helping people. That it just naturally comes to me to help people with solutions. So that's what I was doing. But so I worked at the church for 7 years, and then after I left working at the church, I'm still at the church, I started my business. And but before that, like while the last few years, I was actually just looking at what I could, the same things that I shared with you, like I know I'm supposed to be doing more, but I'm not really sure what that looks like. I don't know what to call it. So I did my research, and that's how I found out about life coaches. So I looked into different schools and training programs, how do you get certified? How do you work as a life coach and all of that? So I did my homework, and I did the training. I got certified, and I would say a few months after I got certified, I started my life coaching business, because I didn't want to just sit on that, and procrastinate and all that stuff. So I started my coaching program, my coaching business, like a couple years ago. And it's like the more I got into it, the more I did it, it was like, this is definitely a major part of what I'm supposed to be doing. I know there's like I'm gonna be doing more in the future, but for right now, this is definitely what I'm supposed to be doing. And I just love helping people. I love helping young women in general, to just do life better. And this leads me to the announcement. So for those of you who are watching this video, my subscribers, I wanted to do a special discount for you guys. If you are absolutely serious about this and you want 2017 to be a year like you have never lived before, just getting better and better and finding your purpose and taking those action steps, and to walk with me and to lead you down the just a pathway closer to your purpose, doing more of what you love to do, figuring out the steps that you need to take. You know, do you need to be certified? If you want to write a book, if you want to lose weight, whatever the case is, I love, and I would love to work with you guys and to help you in 2017. So for my subscribers, I'm not, probably just for my subscribers, I am going to be giving you guys a 10% discount on any package you choose on my page. Everything is going to be in the description box below. Just click on the link down there and go to my website and let me know that you are ready. Let me know that you are just as hungry for this as I am hungry for helping you to do whatever it is you are meant to do. Alright, so I don't want you guys to delay. This is only going to be for like the first 7 people who sign up for this. Those people I'm going to be working with, and those people are going to be getting the 10% discount. So if you procrastinate and you do this a month later, you know, you're just going to have to pay the full price. But for those who are hungry for this and they're not going to wait any longer, go ahead and sign up, and I look forward to working with you. I look forward to, oh my gosh, just experiencing that joy, that freedom, the peace that comes with living your purpose. So I hope this video has been encouraging. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.